For today's video, I'm coming at you from Vertical World North, up here in Everett, Washington. We have another early morning bouldering session and a lot of really cool problems. So let's jump right in. After warming up on the hangboard a little bit, I decided to try this mystery graded purple crimpy problem here. So this problem starts out with a really cool campus move, and then a few little powerful moves before jumping into more controlled static movement. And then staying consistent with the vertical world style, finishing off with a bit of a dynamic move right at the top. The adjacent blue problem here was something that also caught my eye. This one had a pocket about 2/3 of the way up that looked a little bit nasty, but I wanted to check it out regardless. So making a shouldery move, and then dropping into kind of a drop knee here. Caught the pocket, landed a nice precise foot, and made it to the top pretty easily. Great little warm-up problem. So the next climb I decided to do was a purple V6. Now this is one of those problems that was added on to a existing V4 that started later up the wall. So here the low start is, moving on to some big holds, crossing into a crimp rail, and then making a really large step with the foot and coming in with an undercling. So moving out with my right hand, I decided to throw a toe hook under my left handhold so I could reach up and reach the high jug. I then let go with my feet, and as you'll see through here, I'm letting go a lot. That was intentional in order to conserve my energy and make the moves a little bit easier. So then matching on the large juggy hold there, we got to the top and then kind of climbed our way down. I've been really trying not to jump from the top of the wall. So next we decided to take a break from the overhanging and try a Slabby V7. This one felt very balancy, and it was very easy to slip off. Right there I slipped off because my right toe was horribly placed. So in this attempt, caught the crimp, moved into the sloper. Being really careful, I readjusted my left hand, bumped out to the crimp rail, made a high right foot, and launched. Glad I got that one done. This next problem was a super crimpy V7 problem here, also on a slab. I really liked the first couple moves of this problem. They looked really cool. Dabbing a little bit on this first attempt, but I was kind of figuring out, but yeah, ignore the dabbing, that's pretty awful. The struggle with this problem was once you were spanned out to the two crimps, the one with the right hand, one with the left hand, it was really difficult to bump further with the left hand to the higher crimp, or to get the foot up so that you could get it more controlled. So here I am kind of trying it by stepping on some of the other holds just so I can, skip the first couple moves. And right now I'm trying different areas. I could try smearing, those aren't working. Once again, kind of trying not from the start again, purposely standing on other holds, trying to kind of feel out how I could potentially move my body. I ended up doing a couple moves off camera as well, and it just wasn't going down. Wasn't figuring out exactly what technique I needed to use here, and I was getting a little bit tired on this one. Another time. So this V7 really caught my eye. This was one of the comp problems that they had recently set for a competition they were having. And in my first attempt, I stupidly went in with the inside foot. So setting up again, this time going in with the outside foot. Rocking my body over so I can get my feet to that starting jug. Or I guess it would be the jumping jug. Let's call it that. So I decided to chalk up before moving to that next sloper. And then kind of brought myself into a mantle so I could more statically grab that hold. I then decided to kind of toss a little bit of a hill hook / knee cam, I guess you could call it, so I could stay balanced. And I tapped that final crimp before climbing down. So I decided to finish off the session with an orange V5. This problem caught my eye because of the obvious cool looking movements from the ground, and it didn't disappoint. So starting off by getting to that undercling and reaching up to the crimps, I originally went with a left toe here, but decided to switch it to a right for stability as I reached out to the other crimp and into the higher undercling. So then I made kind of a big move out to the tusk looking hold and tried to slip a knee bar here. Now my mistake was probably trying to get that knee bar too quick, but once I got the higher crimp, I made a dynamic move to the jug and eventually to the top. I hope you enjoyed this session. See you in the next video.